So welcome. This is something new on Instagram and YouTube. We're gonna go live.
If we can, I don't know what's going on Facebook.
So you gotta get the Instagrammers kind of get to see the
use cameras
little bit behind the scenes thing there. We're just gonna talk about some things for this weekend's event and
that's what that is
and all that.
Just scroll down.
So if you're joining us, welcome. If you watch this later, welcome. So you get some behind the scenes stuff as mentioned here. So we'll get rolling here in just a second.
That's gonna go with MB Drift. Now, why won't it let us? We got a title. Why won't you work?
So I'll just talk about some things for the
Instagram
going there, right there. We are MB Drift.
Yeah.
I'm Zach Seabald. This is Marshall Eggerling, and this is Devin Grisey.
Hey.
We are your MB Drift staff. We are holding monthly events at Rockingham Motor Speedway in Marston, North Carolina, which is technically Rockingham, right outside the city limits. If you haven't checked out our page and looked into the facility that we're at, my goodness, it is, it's huge, man. It's really big. And also it has a pre-existing road course in it, which throughout the year, we're going to be adding some pavement to. We have some ideas. We've been working with the track. A lot of ideas coming up. So
we had to put a description in over here.
But we got a lot of good stuff planned. This is our first year there. Just a little history.
Not our first rodeo.
Yeah, not our first rodeo. We've been doing events at Myrtle Beach Speedway for 15 years, and Marshall is one of the, I guess, co-founders of that. Him and a guy, Jeff Kite, which I'm sure may watch later or whatnot.
He'll see it on Instagram. He won't see it on Facebook.
True that.
There we go. I think we got all three now. There we go.
Yeah, so now we'll get into the thing, but basically, Facebook, what's up? I'm talking to Instagram. We've been holding events at Myrtle Beach Speedway for the past 15 years, and the Myrtle Beach Speedway had recently closed last year. Our season kind of got cut short because we had basically, long story short, they had sold was getting ready to sell the facility to make like shopping plaza and all that stuff, condos,
housing, all this stuff. Yeah.
They had all this stuff
taking away our playground where we like to go play.
Yeah.
A local spot for car stuff.
Yeah, it was fun, man. Like for me, I'd wake up late, get over there in 5 minutes, and still be on time. So it was awesome for me. Storage unit was right across the street. It was easy to get there. You can come to the beach and vacation. It's like, one of my good selling points was, hey man, bring the wife and the kids, bring the girlfriend. You get to go to the beach and have that romantic side, and then you get to go beat the crap out of your car. So kind of like, it worked out. It was rad.
Make the family happy, make you happy.
Yeah, it was a win-win.
It was awesome,
especially for Valentine's Day. It was good.
Yeah, my wife and I were talking about that last night. Like, a video popped up on Facebook yesterday of a year ago when we took my son out the racetrack for the first time, and he loved watching drift cars, and that was he's not even 2 yet. So here was like 8, 9 months old, having him on the racetrack, just having a blast. He had so much fun, and now it's it's a little bit more of a drive to get to Rockingham. I haven't been able to get him out there yet, but
yeah, it's definitely.
So it's a little further, but yeah, man, this facility is insane. It's so much fun.
And it kind of, we were talking about before, it kind of pays off because before, where us locals, we only drove 5 minutes to the track. Now we have to drive as organizers to the track. It's about a 2.5 hour drive.
Many others have less of a drive.
Yeah, we're in a more centralized location, so it actually works out pretty good
because the volume was for the speaker.
Because I think somebody always said, you can get drivers from all over, but you can't get nothing from the east because it's the beach.
Yeah, on the edge of the world. Edge of the country.
Yeah. Now I can see it, somebody wanted to bring their tanker up and unload their car off the boat and come drive for a little bit, go back out. And
man, we got somebody, we got one person watching us live on YouTube.
Hey,
all right.
First time on YouTube. So we're trying to get a mix of everything. We just want to broadcast our platforms, and now that we have a great facility and we have a lot of big plans, we're trying to, just kind of grow what we do. We're taking a lot of big steps as far as, trying to get more sponsors and trying to get more, you know, recognition and stuff like that, and try to draw in and do a little bit of a different thing. You know, we're known for having grassroots series, so we're going to stick to that. We're going to keep that in mind, and, you know, still do our grassroots series, but also, man, we got some cool events planned for the year. You know, it's going to be a long journey. We have a lot of good things coming up for the future years. So, man, like, I'm stoked.
Yeah, so
I'm
new facility. Yeah,
every year it's going to get better and better and better and better and better.
Bring new and more exciting people on board to help us do what we do. You know, we don't stuff all this cash in our pockets and run for the hills. We're here to reinvest in our product and make it better and better every year. We make very little from this, and we're happy to do it for you guys because we know you love it.
Yeah, you know, I know we're probably one of the, I'm not going to say there's other organizations out there that, you know, do it. Basically, we're a non-profit organization.
Yeah.
Because really, at the end of the day, why do we do it? So everybody can have a cool place to drive. I mean, I don't mind working and going out there just so I can go out there and beat my car down a little bit and stuff like that. You know,
we only get a minimal amount of seat time, but it still makes it all worth it when we see how much fun that you guys have when you're out there, and then we just get a little bit of seat time ourselves, and that really just
I love
satisfies.
Yeah, I love it when people reach out and, you know, they ask questions and we're able to answer the questions, and then, you know, or somebody that, you know, my favorite thing is somebody that has never driven before and they ask you questions and they're like, oh, you know, and then they come to the event, and at the end of the day, you just see, like, man, they don't have a face left because it's all smile. So it's like, just, and that's to me, that's what it's all about. Is, you know, seeing everybody have a good time, and we're gonna try to make it the best, you know, for everybody that we can. You know, dude, I love anybody that really knows me. Like, we're on the internet, but anybody that really knows me knows that I'm all about having a good time. You know, I love living in the moment and having a blast. You know, hanging out with my homies and being a part of something that, you know, for me, like being a part of this drift organization and doing stuff to put smiles on other people's faces. That's like what it's all about for me. You know, I'm
more of a drift club because we don't gain a lot from it outside of the satisfaction of making sure everybody enjoys it and the joy that we have spending with one another.
That's all. I don't get paid from it. You don't get paid from it. You don't get paid from it. We get paid in hugs and smiles.
Yeah. We give as much back. We get everything back to the community as we can. Everything back to drift community as we can. Which is awesome for this year because, man, we're gonna give back so much. As much support as we get, we're gonna be able to give all of that right back to y'all with this new track with Rockingham. We're super excited.
It's already opening up opportunities too. You know? So we're bringing some big things on board to help out, benefit our series, and make our events even more enjoyable.
Speaking of big things, we were gonna go live and talk about this when we made everything official last week, but man, we got a big sponsor this year. We're super excited to have Kenda Tires on board for our official tire partner for NB Drift. If anybody, you know, I know last year we finally got a bunch of people to run the KR20s. That's all I ran all last season. The KR20A, the Kenda KR28, absolute best drift tire for grassroots cars out there. You know, fantastic price point. They last forever. They make great grip. They got tons of side bite and forward bite. They're just awesome tires. So we're excited to have Kenda on board with us this year because through Kenda, we're going to be able to give tires away or vouchers for tires away to our competition winners. So we're really excited about that. Kenda does some awesome stuff. They make great products. We're just super excited to be able to have them on board with us this year.
We're always trying to add value to our competitions and reward y'all for getting out there, you know,
Marshall's at a loss of words.
Just, you know, we know y'all put everything out there, and, you know, you're putting your car somewhat at risk to run tandem with other people. And there's the risk reward of competing and winning, but also sometimes not winning. And so you know, we want to, we appreciate that. We want to reward those.
Yeah, you definitely got to say, man, I mean, for as much, you know, we've all come from a driver standpoint. So, you know, as much, you know, it's like that blood, sweat, and tears mentality. You know, you work so hard to get your car on track. You know, you may have where, bam, it's 3 weekends in a row of drifting and you're just scrounging to get tires, scrounging to keep your car going. You know, be sure to change your oil in between rounds, though. You know, at least the third one, because that could be, you know, beating the crap out of it. But anyways, long story short, you know, there's so much dedication that goes into it that's like Marshall said, it's a way to reward people, you know, just kind of like, you know, you're getting that gold star, but you're getting prizes instead of a little gold star. Yeah.
If you're scrounging for tires, I'm going to transition to another company that we're super excited to have supporting us this year. They've been supporting us anyway, is the Babs with Ocean Isle Auto Repair. These guys, fantastic guys. You know, Stacy, he comes out and drifts with us. They bring the whole Bab clan out. You know, you got Kegan, who's always on the tire machine, and it's Kegan, not Keegan. It's Kegan like a keg of beer, right?
Hey.
And I messed that up. So I'm sorry, buddy.
And we've got, you know, Larry, big Drift Daddy Larry Bab. You know, he's out there, always out there supporting us. You know, these guys,
enthusiasm all the time.
Mm-hmm. We're just super stoked to have them out there. You know, they're going to be at every single one of our events to be able to mount tires for super cheap. And they also offer special discounts for MB drifters, drivers, whatever, on tires. So if you need tires like Ken does or anything else,
full circle back to Kenda.
Make sure to send Ocean Isle Auto Repair a message on Facebook, or Stacy. You can send a message either way. Give them a call and tell them, hey, we're an MB Drift driver. I'm looking to get tires. You know, they've been able to arrange delivery to an extent. They'll bring your tires with you they'll bring your tires with them to the event if that's what you need. So, you know, just make sure to hit them up because, man, they're awesome.
Great group of people.
Great guys. They need your support, and they're wanting to support, you know, every one of our drivers.
So again, yeah, there's another option to get some Kenda tires right there.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the full array. You can have the party tray of options to make sure that you get your Kendas to compete with, or even just go out and practice on. Because especially for like, you know, if you're used to driving on garbage tires and you get some real tires.
Yeah.
You know, that have some grip and stuff like that. You don't
have to change them after only a couple of laps.
Yeah, you're definitely going to feel them out because, you know, you may have to do some adjustments, you know, suspension or, you know, tire pressure adjustments or whatnot. So you kind of want to get a feel for them. As long as they last, I mean, you get used to them real quick.
And of course, Powder by Sea-Ray is coming back on board this year, helping us out again. He's going to be setting up a booth, so he's going to have some of his nice detailed parts out there that you can check out and see some of the wild colors. I could not believe what kind of color you can get out of powder.
Oh yeah, dude, powder coating,
man, it is amazing.
It's phenomenal. So, you know, he's local to Myrtle Beach, where we're located at. But you know, if you need anything with him, hit him up. Powder coating by C-Ray, or Corey Ray is his name. You know, he did some wheels for us.
Yeah.
You know, if any of you have ever seen, you know, Marshall's black wheels with the green lips, or my purple wheels with the green lips, which I love those wheels.
Yeah, man.
They just make the car pop, and they look really, really good. You know, so if you guys need any powder coating, be sure to hit him up. You know, I'm sure that, you know, you could ship something to him and whatnot, as long as he handles the shipping. Do that. He's got good deals. Make sure that,
yeah, man,
sure you hit him up, because it really makes a difference. It does. Like, you spray paint something and you think it looks good, wait till it's powder coated and it's just that super high gloss
super
finish.
Crisp and durable too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Corey does awesome work. I've had him do a couple things for me. I still need to take him a set of wheels. I actually have like 2 sets of wheels I need to take to him, but I'll get around to that at some point, Corey. But yeah, awesome work. Fantastic powder coating. I mean, yeah, just an awesome guy. We're super happy to have him supporting us again this year. Just an awesome dude, you know.
Another sponsor that we have that we are very awesome and honored to have the part of is being with US Drift. You know, US Drift,
our affiliate.
Yeah. They've been around a long time.
Yeah.
You know, Marshall goes, I don't know what, if Marshall had hair, it'd be gray.
He's not that old, Zach.
I got gray hair. Not even that old. You know, it's been around a long time. So, you know, also check them out. They got their the streetcar series.
Yeah.
The name of it. That's pretty cool because they have, it's a series, but you have to run like full interior. You can't have any like crazy motor swaps and stuff like that. So that's kind of bringing it back to, the origin days of things. Back when, to me, it seems like back when 300 horsepower was cool.
Yeah.
It's like you go back and it's just kind of like,
that was competitive in FD. Back when it first started.
It's so cool to see the different ways that organizations are trying to still have a grassroots series. So we've got our 225 tire cap. US Drift has their street league. With all these vehicle restrictions. So it's really cool to see the different ways that, different drift organizations are trying to, have some type of drift series or competition series for the true grassroots guys. The guys that aren't trying to do Pro-Am, and Pro 2, which is not what Pro Spec.
Yep.
The guys that aren't trying to go there, they just want to go to have a good time with their buddies and see how they stack up against other people at that same level. So it's really cool to see, I've got a couple of buddies that run the street league, so it's kind of neat to see like these cars that are fully caged and they're going back and finding interior bits that they chucked in the trash, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And seeing them like take these seats, trim them, learn how to do a little bit of upholstery work so that way they can restitch the fabric around where around the roll cage goes through the seat.
And that kind of has that nostalgia to it too, because you're not taking your, well, see, I guess for you it's what you just described, it's like a backwards progression, but it's for having these people that have clean street cars that don't really want to make it a full-blown track car, so it kind of keeps it's saving the chassis, if you must, it's
They
like
run some cool tracks too.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course, Bridgemoto came back on board with us this year, so we've got the discounted promo code active again, so we'll post that up at another time, and we definitely appreciate them being on board. And safety, we're in racing, so we really want to encourage everyone to use as much safety products as possible. And Bridgemoto has outstanding products that y'all should check out and consider.
Yeah, they seriously do. I just picked up a set of their 6-point harnesses for my car, which are fantastic, awesome. I've been looking at their seats. I actually want to buy a new helmet whenever they come out with their new 2020 certified helmets. I've been eyeing with the carbon fiber ones. I don't know if I got the coin for it, but I just think a lightweight helmet would be great. Yeah.
And they're custom suits.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
What?
Custom
race suits.
Race suits.
Now, taking your look to a next level professionalism, that's how you do it right there.
I mean, they even have stuff like tie-down straps for your car and your trailer and stuff like that. Just awesome
stuff.
Yeah. We have, we've got our sponsors and we've got our driver support program, right? Yeah. So Bridgemoto is one of those driver support programs. We've got them on our website. So we got mbdrift.com. There's a little tab at the top for driver support programs. You can click on that, and that's where you'll see that discount code from Bridgemoto. I think it's mbdrift21, but it's on the website, right? So we're super excited. Alan, just an awesome guy. We hope that he can make it out to one of our events this season because he's in the Atlanta area. So fingers crossed, because he's got a cool 8.6. He's got cool, rotary FCs. Yeah.
And that too, just having that vendor set up too, man. I know if it's right there in my face, I'm gonna be like, oh man.
Yeah. When you look at it and hold it in your hand, it's much harder to
just like the gloves we got. We got some Bridgemoto gloves, and I'm not really a drive with gloves person, but they're so comfortable that I can't. Like you put your hands in them and they're reverse stitched, so it's all soft and cozy inside. They're super good for the winter time because I've even worn them Halloween. I dressed up like the Joker and I wore my Bridgemoto gloves, so I had purple gloves on.
I was laughing at Zach last time we were out doing a test day at Rocking, and he puts his gloves on because it's cold. And I'm like, Zach, you gotta get your actual driving gloves dirty. He's like, man, it's cold.
But yeah, they got the tacky rubber insides that really help you grip the wheel really well.
Yeah. I remember the first day I got them, I drove around town. I was like testing them out. I was like driving down.
Got to break them in on the streets.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. Not that I was doing anything bad, but I was just driving.
Another driver support program we got is through BC Racing. This is something we got worked out at the end of last season. BC Racing makes awesome coilers for drift cars, as well as any car, really. But fantastic stuff. They support a couple of, pro drivers, and they're supporting our drivers now too. So there's some more details about their driver support program or the racer support program. Pretty much the requirements are you just have to be registered for 2 of our comp events. And you submit an application. There's a couple of things. You got to run a sticker on your car. You got to do a couple, social media posts. A couple of things. really not a big deal. And they'll hook you up, get you a super good deal on their coilovers for your car. And one of the coolest things about BC is that if you tell them you want to run different spring rates, man, they'll work with you to figure out the right valving for the actual shock strut and things like that to help kind of get the coilovers built for your car. They're just awesome. I've installed a bunch of sets. Back when I used to be a tech at a performance shop band, that was like the bread and butter. Some want coilovers, we're putting BCs on it because they're affordable and they're great quality.
Even still, they ride good. My friend DJ had some in his car, and it was like, I go from my eBay coilovers in my convertible, and they're like, and then I see him, and his car is just smooth. It's almost like factory, It's just, they ride so good.
Another driver support program. So another discount that we have is through AutoLEDtech.com, and Auto LED Tech or Auto Tech, I should know that. But underglow. So drift cars, drift car. Every drift car needs underglow. So Auto LED Tech anyway, they make some of like the best underglow I've seen. I'm really excited. I still need to order a set for my car, but
good quality.
Yeah, good quality stuff. The problem I have with underglow is like when it comes with like the 3M double-sided tape, well, that just falls off. So if you've ever looked at my car like the last year, you've probably seen like underglow hanging off and slowly getting worse and worse and worse until it starts dragging on the ground. Then I pull it up again.
You didn't do it like I did, man. You put the 3M tape on there, you put it on there, and you run a bead of silicone around it, and they didn't fall off.
Making it work.
Yeah.
So I guess you could do that, but the cool thing about the Auto LED Tech stuff is that you can get them on like an aluminum. Yeah, they come in like an aluminum strip, so they're a little bit better protected. And you just put a couple of bolts or screws in either end of it.
Yeah. Super
easy to get mounted up. And one of the things I love about them too that I couldn't find anywhere else is they put a connector right at the light, which that to me, like for me to install it, to remove it, whatever, like that just seems logical. Why wouldn't you? Everything should have a connector right there.
Especially your wires can be all tied down. You don't have to break it all loose.
Yeah, exactly. So if you put them on like your side skirt or something, well, you can just unplug it, pull your side skirt off or whatever, if you got to do something, or if you destroy your side skirt and you need to get a new side skirt, well, you can just unbolt it from the broken bits and then, bolt the new one. So I was just super excited when I found this stuff, and I'm excited that, we got a discount code for our drivers too. So that's on our website. Check it out. Yeah. All good stuff, man.
See, in my case, I would have to scrape all the silicone off, and what am I thinking? I need to upgrade.
And of course, we got tire stacks still.
Yep.
You're able to go on there and get tires.
Another tire support program. So if we're saying to get tires because with Rockingham, man, it's a big course. We have a lot of seat time.
Yeah, tire wear is pretty good out there, but when you're running much higher speeds and a lot longer courses, your course is 3/4 of a mile long or whatever it might be, you're going to go through tires a lot quicker. One lap is a lot longer than it normally ever was for us.
Yeah. The Myrtle Speedway, it was tire wear is bad because the surface was bad. And at Rockingham, the tire wear is better, but it's a much longer course and you're moving a lot faster. So that's where the tire wear comes from, is that that's honestly, it's probably at least a half-mile course. If we're starting like we did with the A group,
if you're all the way through off the oval and coming around, I think it's got
to be at least half a mile, and you're drifting. You can mange down the straight and drift the entire time. So that's the tire where it comes from. So make sure to stock up on tires.
And again, with tire stacks, what you can also do is you can get in with your buddies and you can order pallets of tires.
Yeah.
So say if we wanted to order some tires, the more you buy, the more of a discounted rate you get. So we could say, hey, I just got my tax return. You want to buy some tires? Yeah, man.
So it's about that time. It is about that time.
So I buy it as early as it usually is.
Yeah. Buy pallets of tires with that. And then they are also a vendor of Kenda as well. So, if you want to get them from Ocean Isle Auto Repair, Tire Stacks, Kenda, all the same, man.
Yeah.
Get them Kendas.
Yep. I think that's it for our driver support program. I put a little note in here after we started. One thing we do need to talk about is our media guys. So
I was going to say that too. I was going to bring up MB Quads.
Yeah, MB Quads, man. These guys are awesome. They've been supporting us for a while. We're super happy to have these guys coming out to our events.
Some of the cool, when they came the first time and followed the cars with the drones, usually we had seen the drone footage from just the, I don't know the terminology, just the hovering drone kind of just floating around. But man, when these guys got out there and they're like, you'd think it was a car tandem with you. You look back and you're like, oh, all I see is a drone in my mirror. Holy crap, dude. and they're just.
And that video footage
too.
is so close to your car,
Mhm.
and at a great perspective that it just really makes for
It's like a video
outstanding
game.
video.
Yeah, this is awesome. You know, so MB Quads or MBK Productions, just awesome guys. We're super happy to have them out there. They offer a couple of different packages for drivers as well, which honestly, it's super affordable.
Yeah.
You know, they've definitely grown and
for
developed.
For the quality of what they do, I mean, really can't beat it.
Yeah, they're awesome stuff. We also have M House Media, Michael House. You know, he's been out drifting with us for a long time, and he took a step back, focused on his media a couple years ago. You know, he's the one that put together or filmed and edited the video for us from Rockingham.
Yeah, that's really great.
Just, you know, he does awesome work. We're excited to have him out there supporting us again.
Yeah, I just wanted to take a step back too with the MB Quads. You know, we're just grateful that they're going to come out and do some live streaming for us at this event this weekend too. So, you know, be sure to catch them. Yeah, if you can't make it, you can always watch us live. You know, go ahead and give them a shout and, you know, tell them thank you for coming out. Because, you know, a lot of times especially with the media people, you know, a lot of people kind of, you know, they're out there taking pictures and stuff. And nobody really takes the time to
give
a high five,
video and pictures of yourself.
Yeah, so if you see the media people out there, you know, go by and give them a high five.
Spend a couple of bucks with them, get a couple of photos or video.
Buy them a cheeseburger, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, any of our media guys you see out there. So at our next event, we asked all our approved media guys, they're going to have a high visibility vest. They're going to have a media badge. So if you see any of our media guys out there, make sure you go chat with them. You know, I know that I've done it where I just get so focused on driving that I don't take the time to chat with everybody. And the media guys are some of the best guys to go and chat with. They're focused on taking pictures all the time. But man, sitting there and chat with them, I mean, they're great people that I feel like sometimes they get overlooked and undervalued. We're so happy to have so many.
Also, if you feel that you don't get a lot of attention in pictures and videos, if they know who you are and you have a face-to-face, you're a lot more likely to be in those pictures and videos.
That's exactly right. There's 3 ways to get in the media, right? Have a super rad car, drive super rad, or be a super rad dude and go talk to media guys.
Yeah.
And be buddies.
And be sure, if you're out there too, again, with the media guys, with the pictures, you know, throw them a couple bucks, man. They'll take some pictures of your car and stuff like that. It's not like, you know, it's not like you have to give them $100 or something, but, you know, just show your gratitude, you know, a $5 bill, that'll buy them lunch or something, you know, or something like that. Just tell them what's up.
A lot of them you can buy stuff for only $15 to $20 to $25, you know?
Brian, it's sorry, I'm going to talk over you. I'm all excited because the next guy I wanted to talk about just commented on here. So Brian Richburg from Fennec Photography, man, he's newer to our drift events. He doesn't have a big social media following, so make sure you check Fennec Photography. He 100% works for cheeseburgers. That's what he says. And Josh Carpenter says tacos. He works for tacos.
He's coming this time.
Taco trucks will be at this event, so
we're super excited. Josh Carpenter is coming out. He messaged us just the other day saying
from Atlanta. Shifting Gears Media.
We're excited to have Josh out there with us, man.
And there's one more guy that we're excited about coming this time we haven't seen in a couple of events.
Yeah.
Benson Granger. He makes outstanding videos, and we always love hanging out with him.
Yeah, Benson Granger, man. We tried to get him to come out to our Driftmas event, but he had some things come up. But we're excited to have Benson come out with us. He's one of our guys who's done a bunch of videos for MB Drift. We're super excited to have him out there, man.
Granger Studios. Look up some of our old MB Drift videos, and man, they are high quality.
Yep. All right. So, yes, Dustin Hash, I agree. Thank you for all the media. Also, if you've got questions, put them in the comments and we'll get to it at the end of the video. I know we've been chatting for like 30 minutes already, so we'll skip the BS. We'll get a bit more into the detailed topic we're going to talk about, and then we'll answer questions at the end because I saw a couple of questions in the comments, so we'll get to it.
So this weekend, there's no rain expected on Saturday. It's going to be a little chilly, but we're in race cars and we're watching drifting, so we can just bundle up and we'll still have a good time, you know. So during the day, in the morning, I think it is, Friday, there's a little bit of a chance of a rain during that time, but all Friday afternoon and night and all day Saturday, no rain is expected, so should be good to go there.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
A little chilly, but clear skies, and that's what's important. We were a little worried because last week it said there was a chance of snow
in the morning,
and it was like, I don't want none of that.
We would recreate back in the day at Myrtle Beach Speedway.
Yeah, you built a
snowman.
I think it was Mason Mongolo. I think he came and like used the snowman as a clipping point, and it just destroyed his rear quarter. It was like, done.
Yeah, so that's all changed. Just a little chilly that day, but no precipitation expected that day on Saturday.
Yeah, definitely.
So
and yeah, that's the thing. I personally hate the rain, so I'm like,
I mean,
oh man, is it going to rain?
Some say it's nice, you save tires, all that kind of stuff. It takes more finesse, but generally most people appreciate the dry driving more.
Yeah.
Low power cars, back when my Corolla was still at a 4AG where I had 100 horsepower on a good day. I mean, that drifting the rain was great because it made it feel like I had like 1,000 horsepower. But yeah, dry, way more predictable.
Yeah, man. Sure. Just saw on the Instagram, old Pat Gooden said he's gonna come. He just registered and come drive.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. He's been in the game a long time.
Yeah. FD driver, dude, that's awesome. Thanks for coming out, man. I haven't seen you since, I think the last time I saw Pat was Z-Max in probably like 2009 or 10 in Pro-Am days. That was probably the last time, man. It'll be good to catch up. Want to appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming out.
Yeah, man.
This track is awesome, man.
Yeah.
Cool. And especially too, we're gonna do, kind of speaking of the track for this weekend, we're gonna do we're gonna run a short course in the morning and then full course in the afternoon, but then we're also gonna have to where we can cut off the oval. We're gonna have a little time for that to where, upon request, where we can cut off the oval and run the full track.
Yeah.
So, and the facility is so big, man. It's crazy.
We, at Driftmas, we had an A group and a B group layout. And then at the very end of the night, we ended up doing like an extended B group. So I want to say we got full track, we got short track, and I said we got long track. Like that's kind of like the three layouts we had, right?
And then it's kind of
So the short track, like Zach was saying, that's what we're gonna run first. And the reason why we're starting with that is because there's still a lot of drivers that are learning Rockingham. The paving is kind of narrow, and the first like big corner, you've got two options. You can take a little crossroad that's got like a little jiggy switchback, and then brings you back over into the into the next big straight, or you can take the one big sweeper, and it's fast and narrow. I mean, if the car's set up right and you know what you're doing, you can be in fourth gear and carry fourth gear all the way through.
It narrow on the big turn. It's twice as wide as the
It's narrow. Like the paving itself isn't super wide, so it's not very forgiving on line. If you're not on the right line, it's easy to go off into the dirt.
Yeah,
as soon as you touch one,
it's very easy to overshoot.
Yes, that's what I mean by it. Yeah,
it's very easy to overshoot, and
it's
that's
not
one thing too.
Symmetric, I feel like.
That's true too. Yeah,
with the support this year, that's one of the things that's in the paving plans is to try to bring that out a little bit.
Make a little more forgiving. But yeah, so we're trying to get people used to driving this fast course. So we're starting with the short course in the morning, so people can figure it out. Try not to go off in the dirt and in the weeds or spin out. They'll be able to learn the track a little bit. Then pretty much once we see everybody's got that figured out,
well, then when y'all give us the feedback,
yeah,
enough people are interested in switching to the other layout. Because we do both, so we kind of have to do one or the other, or maybe we can do sessions back and forth if that's the consensus of what we
and
do.
as they said, don't be afraid to give us feedback on stuff that you'd like to see, or if you're like, hey, can we switch it up? If enough people have that, we can switch it up, or we can even do time slots or whatever if we want to do a little bit of.
We're doing it all for y'all, so y'all's what means the most. So please let us know.
Yeah, even if it's anything like you're like, oh, Zach, I hate how you're so happy on the live stream. Oh, man.
Tone it down, bro.
Yeah.
So so we'll change the course as the day progresses. For sure, we'll go from short course to extended course where you can hit both sweepers. And then, Zach was mentioning the full course where you start up kind of on the shoulder or the skirt of the oval.
Yeah, be like turn 3.
Yeah, apron. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
You start on the apron and then you come into the road course. There's two corners. You drift those, bomb down the straight, hit the sweeper, and then continue on. We can run that as well.
That's obviously still cage only.
Yeah, that's a much faster course. So if we're going to run that, that's going to be cage cars and
be somewhat limited.
Yeah,
we'll have sessions kind of like we used to drifting the oval.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Coming, we're definitely experience it.
Yeah, for sure. If that's something you want to run and you want to try it, let us know, and that way we can figure out who wants to do it, and then we'll set aside some time to, like we did. Like if you've been to any of our Myrtle Beach Speedway events, you know that we would set, if somebody wanted to run the oval, well, we would set time aside. Okay, everybody wants to run the oval can run the oval. That's all you got to do is let us know, and then we'll set up the time to do it.
Figure out the best time to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And if we need to do a couple of sessions of it, then be it. We'll
no
make
problem.
It happen, Yep. There's going to be plenty of seat time, so don't worry about that. We're not going to have the 60 or so drivers we had last time or anything. I don't expect.
So I mean, last time
a lot of people are still redoing their cars and all that stuff. So
because I mean, technically we are in the off season. In last event too, we ran till 9 at night, and it was there was a lot of dead time because people were just like, man, I need to take a break, or
I finally got some seat time late in the night because no one else was
same here.
So this time we're gonna run till 6. But then we also have once it comes in the summertime, we're gonna
do some night drifting too.
Our spring with Surrey and Halloween Havoc event, our infamous Halloween Havoc, we're gonna do again this year. Hopefully this year is going to come into what we always wanted to do and actually have a BA of a time.
Have a big event,
large time.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. This and the seat time for this event, like Marsh was saying, I don't think we don't have too many drivers pre-registered right now, so there's going to be tons of seat time. I don't think we're going to, if we hit 60 drivers like we did at Driftmas, man, that would be awesome. The more support we get, the more paving we can add.
And the faster we can get the paving.
And we're not going to have run routes. This time too. So it's just going to be send.
So there's no downtime. Unless we need to get media on or off the track.
I think like this. Even last time, like the Miata dudes, the Yada boys from
the Yada boys
from North Carolina. I think, I felt like they had 1.5 million runs. All day,
like they were going nonstop,
because they had their car set up well, they had the course figured out well, they could just keep going and going and going. And at the end of the night, when I finally got some laps in, I felt so bad. I blew my tires. They all came on track because I wanted to get some tandems in, and they kept running after that. Man, it was so cool.
And it was pretty rad.
So, and also, I've been given an update from the track. They're already making improvements to the infield, taking down some of the structures and things that were in there. So that's even less safety potential that we have to protect with K-rails and stuff like that. So, even more possibility of just wilding out.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think.
A good time.
Really, technically, we're the first, besides the car show, we're the first motorsports event there since 2014 or 16?
Yeah.
And the owners had just recently acquired it in 2018, and it really wasn't doing much. And we got in there, so now
we're slowly just getting it together.
Yeah,
and
so
now that we've gotten in there, that's motivated them even more.
And they're going to do many of events. They had go-kart races back on the little track, the Little Rock. So I guess just kind of give a rundown on that. So those of you that don't know, we have our main course. We have the Rockingham Speedway with the road course inside, and then out back, they've got a half-mile oval with a quarter mile. Isn't it a half mile with a quarter mile inside of it? And that's what we're going to do our first comp on.
I found out about that half mile back there.
And they had go-kart racing on it, and that was pretty rad.
Yeah, I watched the video. The go-kart, the go-kart racing was super cool. So we're doing stuff back out there, but I found out the half mile circle track back there is
it's Martinsville, right?
Yeah, perfect replica of Martinsville.
I think it's like Martinsville.
Timmonsville. Somebody
it's like Martinsville or something.
Yeah. And I was like, man, that's weird. And I look it up, and sure enough, it's an exact replica. I thought it was weird. It's like half asphalt, half concrete, like around each of the banks. And that's how this other track is. And it's the only short track left apparently in the NASCAR Cup Series. So it's cool that they've got essentially a replica of it back there. And apparently a bunch of NASCAR guys will still go back there and go do testing. or they have in the past. They'll go out there and test the car there before the actual race. Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah, that's rad.
Yeah.
You know, like what we did for our first comp event, we're gonna do a mini Irwindale setup.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you got the mini tracks and stuff like that. So it's pretty rad, man. There's so many options. There's so
we're just so excited if you couldn't tell.
So, like eventually we could potentially run 3 tracks at one time, possibly 4 if things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And all y'all coming and showing up is really exciting the track owners as well. And they are getting motivated and getting more and more progress and making improvements that benefit us and their other types of events that are going to happen.
Yeah, because this is opening the door. You know, it's a shared facility, and what, you know, the things that we do with the pavement and the ideas we have, you know, opens up. You know, you could do whatever there. You know, you can, you know, the go-karts and SCCA there. Probably can't do drag racing because for those of you that don't know, there's a quarter-mile drag strip right across the street. So
it's awesome. You know, like when we were there. So when we went out there and did a test day, we tested out Little Rock track, and the owner was out there, and so we hopped in his car, and he.
What kind of car do you have, man?
We got to hop in his Lamborghini Urus, the SUV crossover thing. And that's a super cool car. He's really excited to show us all the different like suspension modes. So we go like drive across the dirt. He's like, well, hang on, let me change this real quick. And the car raises up a little bit. That's super cool. But anyway, so he drove us around the facility and talked to us about his vision for it, you know? And that was such a cool thing to be able to hear his passion. You know, he's not typically like a motorsports guy like we are, but he is a car guy.
He's a car dude. Yeah. They're all like, the owners are more or less like restaurateurs.
Yeah.
You know, they own restaurants and stuff like that, but still have that passion for motorsports. So, you know, like Devin's saying, it's cool to hear that vision.
And he can see what we're doing and see how fun it is. Yeah. And, you know, is getting really excited about it as well.
You know, he showed us some areas, you know, we could do something like dirt bikes over here, and we could do like, you know, rally off-road car stuff over here. And he just has all these ideas, and us starting drifting at these events or at this racetrack and adding this paving, you know, that's a Myrtle Beach drift investment. That's not a Rockingham investment. That's us investing in the track.
That's pretty much, after every event, we are putting, that's where we said earlier, we ain't getting paid for nothing, because any profit we have is going right back in the paving and right back into making the facility better and getting, you know, just like little stuff that would help make the whole atmosphere better, you know, like we had talked about
doing new flags and
at nighttime having like little glow things that go around the track. So when we're drifting at night, it's like little, you know, glowing clipping points or something like that.
And we got a full audio system and everything just to make.
Because if everybody knows at the Speedway, when we're trying to announce stuff, you can't hear. You couldn't hear nothing. At Myrtle Beach, it was like, we need all drivers. Then we'd have to like Devin to get on his little moped, ride around, all drivers, like in my little 4-wheeler. Marshall be riding his bike like the Wicked Witch of the West. So, you know, it's funny because you know.
So it's, you know, that's our investment, and that's what we're, you know, that's why we don't make any money, is we're putting it right back into the community. We're going to add all this paving. The more support we get, the more we can add. And the bigger the venue gets, the more stuff we can do, the more, you know, different motorsports is going to bring in, and we're helping bring back the car community and the culture to Rockingham, because it's just got such an awesome history to it. So we're excited to be a part of that.
A lot of history. And did you know Talladega Nights was filmed there? Did you know Days of Thunder was filmed there? Did you know 3, the Dale Earnhardt story, was filmed there? There's so much crazy stuff, you know.
And
like,
so on the side of paving too, you know, so Devin has gotten a course maker program.
Oh, here we go. So
all the Assetto Corsa guys, all right? So if you've seen, I posted kind of some pictures and stuff of what's going on. I got this program to build racetracks for Assetto Corsa, and I've been testing out our paving ideas. So if you have Assetto Corsa, shoot us a message or shoot me a message. I set up a Facebook chat group where I'm posting kind of some of the beta versions and getting feedback on it. So I think right now there's like 8 or 10 people that are in that. So it's awesome. It's, you know, we've gotten some feedback. I drove it once to a couple of my buddies out in Michigan. They gave me some initial feedback because they do, you know, some track building stuff too. So I was having them actually like find the bugs with it. And then they gave me feedback about the layout. And so I went and added those changes. And then I got a bunch of feedback the other night from some buddies who drove it. So I've got a few more things to add to it. Yeah, so just make sure to shoot us a message. So that way I can get you added to this group. So I can shoot you the beta version of the track, and I can get your feedback on what you think about it.
I feel like that's going to be enough, like a long-going project for you, because we keep having these different ideas. We have like, the main paving ideas, and then we have like, it's like
all these
pretty much like
stage
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's all these different things, and I think, you probably got like, I guess really like the primary layout, and then when Marshall was talking to the owner earlier, he sent another paving idea. So it's kind of like, man, we have all these different options.
So we like to get those of you that have this program. I wish I had it, because I don't. Seems a lot of fun. But those of you that do have it, we would appreciate your feedback. If you want to check it out, just let us know.
Yeah.
We also have several food trucks coming.
Yeah, like who was it that
we got the barbecue house.
Yeah, we got the barbecue truck.
It's not the barbecue house.
What is the
it's
Britain's barbecue, right?
Britain's
So
barbecue.
awesome barbecue there at the last event. We've got the taco truck.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
Everybody's
everyone's
excited about the
Yeah.
taco truck. Including Josh Carpenter.
Taqueria Las Palmas.
Like Josh said earlier, he'll work for a taco. So I'm sure you buy him like 2 tacos, he'll take a couple pictures of you.
And if you're in the chat, you can see that we've got the funnel cake guy too, right?
Yeah,
So
he just
He's gonna have lemonade,
he just commented.
funnel cakes. I know that.
And deep fried Oreos.
Deep fried.
Those suckers are good.
Nick
Yeah.
Parsons messed me up with the deep fried Oreos. I never had them, and then he made some one night, and it was. He didn't have like regular ones though. They were like what were they? No, they were the apple pie. Remember how they came out with the weird flavors? It was like apple pie, deep fried Oreos. And then the regular ones, man. I remember we ate. So I think it was his birthday party. We ate so much. I was like, I know I'm the only guy at 1:30 in the morning that's sick from Oreos and not from drinking. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so we want to check the comments, see if there's any specific questions we need to talk about.
Let's go through the schedule real quick. The schedule for this weekend. So Icebreaker at the Rock. Yeah, we got the schedule right there. So 8 a.m. gates open for drivers. From 8 to 10 is when we're going to be doing tech inspection. We've got the garages open again, right? So make sure to come in as early as you can. Pretty much the garage spaces are first come, first serve.
And that's what's cool about. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I have to say the NASCAR garages. The last time I saw some cool stuff like that was again, like I was talking about last time I saw Pat Goodwin, like kind of the last time I saw Pat Goodwin was like that kind of era with the Streetwise Drift Pro-Am, and it was at Lowe's Motor Speedway.
Yeah,
I thought it was so rad. I was like, dude, we are in NASCAR garages right now, and that's the same thing with Rockingham. You're in the NASCAR garages, so think about it. It's like Jonathan Nairn put up. He's like, parking in this parking spot where legends have parked. It's like, think about it.
Yeah.
Dale Earnhardt could have had that spot. Alan Kwiecki could have had that spot. Darrell Waltrip could have had that spot.
And that's all on the side of getting you out of the elements to an extent too. When it's hot outside and sunny, it's going to be really nice to be in the shade.
Yeah, and I know I have a lot of big fans that I plan on bringing for the summer to kind of
keep the air moving.
Yeah, keep the air moving in there.
And for it being kind of cold for Icebreaker this weekend, it'll be nice. So if it was windy or something,
You might close a couple doors, keep the wind out.
Yeah,
if anybody has a torpedo heater they want to run in there, run a torpedo heater.
Yeah.
That'd be rad.
Yeah, it should be good. Yeah, the garage that's one of like my favorite things, honestly. I mean, there were a couple of people that wanted to park out front, so we do have a couple, not very many, but a couple of parking spots out front for your trailer, rig, drift car combo pits. But if you're parked your car in the garages, you got to put your rig behind on the pit lane. We got a map on the Icebreaker event post or event group page, whatever. Yeah, so go in there. There's a map. We've been sharing them all throughout. And if you got any questions where to park, just ask us, and we'll pretty much direct you where to park if you park out front.
But if you got like all your tools and equipment on your rig, you want to stay close to that. You'd rather just be close to that and out in the open. Then we've got a spot for you too.
Yeah, exactly. We got a couple spots out front for that. All right, so tech inspection 8 to 10, 10 to 10:30 is the mandatory driver meeting. We want to get it over with. We're going to have a whiteboard So we're going to have the track layout. We're going to talk about different points, kind of acceleration zones, how fast you should be moving, things to be looking at for where to be at to throw it into the corners. Zach staring at me as he's writing stuff down. Just scared me.
No, I had to like. See, I don't know. Oh, I guess.
So track goes hot at 10:30, right? And we're going to keep the track going until 6 o'clock. That's when the track goes cold. That's when it starts to get dark anyway. So at that point, everything packed up, gates close at 8 p.m. So we have from 6 to 8 to get out of there. That's the general schedule. You know, like we talked about, we'll switch courses, you know, from the short to the extended, or possibly the full, you know, at some point during the day. You know, we're not going to stay on that short course for very long, just until people get the hang of it. Then we'll switch it up so that way we can keep driving, have a longer track to drive.
And then if y'all would like to revisit it and do like half-hour to hour sessions on the shorter course, which, you know,
yeah,
I'm sure some people will.
Yeah, it's just
Let us know.
just up
Give us
to
some
it. I mean,
feedback.
we can go if you guys want. It's really like we mentioned before. We're here for y'all. So whatever you want to do, you know, we can come back. We can do like a couple hours and then pull everybody back together and kind of go over, hey, you know, whatever, or just, you know, we'll have our MB drip tent up there. We'll be floating around.
Yep.
Give us feedback. Let us.
Yeah, definitely. Because I
Make
mean,
it happen.
You know what we look like now. So if you see us, come holler at us. We probably should have some type of bright vest.
Oh, God.
Or, yeah, that's Marshall. I'll probably be wearing this hat, and I usually wear a black soft shell jacket. But look for us, find us. We'll have radios. So if you see somebody walking around with a radio, that's probably one of us, or it's a volunteer or a media guy. And if you're looking for us, you can. Anybody who's got a radio, you can usually holler at them. And I guess there'll also be track staff there too.
yeah, I mean, realistically,
camper.
Yeah,
if
or
you
go to
If
camper.
you go
Yep.
to the camper, to the MB drip tent, and just say, hey, I want
Let the guys know.
yeah, let the guys know
We'd
this
like
or
to
whatever.
revisit this. Yeah.
Then, you know, you can get a hold of us, because I mean, what we're trying to do, I guess also I'll throw this out there. If anybody wants to volunteer, I need like 3 more volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got Alex and his buddy Dave are going to help out again, so that's awesome. I appreciate that greatly, because, man, you know, we want to try to be able to, you know, we're hosting the events, but we want to be able to be more personable, because a lot of times we get caught up in running the event and tied up with stuff that we can't really, you know, I want to walk out and hang out with everybody and say what's up and see how everybody's doing and carry the GoPro around and make videos and be like, oh, what's up?
But we have to guarantee things are safe for everyone.
Yeah, it's almost
So
like being at
we
work.
have extra help, you know. We
Yeah.
can certainly enjoy ourselves and enjoy, you know, hanging out with everyone.
Yeah, so just message me and I'll let you know what's up.
Yeah, I mean, volunteers, we always want, you know, we could always use more volunteers, right? So make sure to message Zach or message MB Drip.
We got some perks involved. We'll
Yeah,
let you know about that.
yeah, we got some perks. And honestly, like if you're new to drifting, one of the best ways to get involved in the community and figure out what drifting is all about is to volunteer. That's how I got started. I networked with all the drivers because I ran the start line for like 2 years in Utah, right? I was always the start line, always talk to the drivers as they're getting ready to go, talk about their cars, ask them questions, you know. So please, if you want to volunteer, send us a message. We'd love to be able to have you help out.
And you're getting the behind the scenes too. You know, you're potentially getting on track and where the spectators are not going, you know.
Yeah.
So.
And even if you're a more experienced guy, you know, who you say your car's torn apart or something, but you still want to come out and support, let us know, because the experienced guys are great, because that means that we can give you a little bit and you know what we're talking about, so we can be worrying about other things. So,
and also with volunteering comes the perks. You know, we could potentially work something out for you. You know, if your car's busted and you want to help out, we can probably work something out. You know.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You get free lunch.
Yep.
So it's all good.
One more thing before we answer questions: the upcoming competitions.
All right.
So we do have 4 rounds of comps. We've got cash prizes. We got tires, maybe some other stuff. If you or your business or your buddy's business wants to sponsor and help out our drivers, please let us know. We've got a couple of different sponsorship proposals and packages that we put together so we can help your business and you can help our drivers. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, money don't go to us.
The
drivers.
drivers.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for.
Whether it's you know, product or cash, you know, because like we said, all of the money we raised this year is going into paving. So if we can get, you know, any type of sponsorship, we'll free up some of the profit that we get and turn that, or some of the revenue we get and turn that right back into paving. Man, that's awesome. So any type of support, let us know. shoot us a message. We'll send you our sponsorship proposals and packages, and we'll figure out something that's going to be beneficial for your business and beneficial for us.
Yeah,
we'll make sure we
even
build a
if
good
you
relationship.
as a business, if you have ideas or something that you would like to do, just
Yeah,
let us know, man. We're super easy people to get along with. We're all about love and happiness and
Peace.
and peace. And, sometimes at the events we might have the
occasionally.
can I say the RBF sometimes, I guess, because we're just working, but everybody at work, you're just caught up and you're like, hey man, I gotta make sure everything goes good. But that's what we want to try to get away from, is being stuck at a job or stuck doing stuff at the track, so that way we can kind of network and communicate and see, just kind of hang out and do what we do. Not that we're still going to have to work hard, but there's so much, there's so much behind the scenes stuff that we have to do. Like every Tuesday, if y'all don't know, we ramble a lot. We like to talk. So, we have a lot of stuff we do. Every Tuesday we meet up. We're always at the facility beforehand.
Constant chats going all the time.
Yeah, we do a lot of work behind the scenes throughout the week. Usually
even driving out to Rockingham between events, just to go out there and set up stuff or map stuff out or go over ideas or whatnot. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So you were talking about questions, right?
Yeah.
This is gonna be tricky because we're used to doing it on Facebook, but now we got
Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
Which Instagram is like we've never done that. YouTube, we've never done that.
Yeah.
So this is crazy. I'm kind of excited that we did go on Instagram because we know I just post a lot of pictures, or we just post a lot of pictures and stuff up and do some videos and stuff like that. But it's kind of a little more interactive, and people again get to see our faces and see who we are, kind of get to know our personalities a little bit.
Yeah. YouTube, we got one or two people watching, but no comments, so we don't have to worry about looking at comments on YouTube.
I've never watched anything.
So we got Facebook and Instagram. Which one?
I watched Formula Drift live on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so should we go through the comments or the questions on Facebook first, and Instagram? What do you want to do?
Yeah, because that might give some time to.
Yeah, Christy's overlooking, trying to find the stuff on Instagram. So we'll start going through the ones on Facebook.
I try to respond to some.
Okay. Well, yeah, if you responded to some, so I guess for the Instagram fan, if y'all have any questions, go ahead and put them up now, and that way we can get them passed along. So that's where,
our call screener will let us know.
Our call screener. We got Christy over there. We got Marshall's wife with us. Yeah. Okay, so questions in Facebook.
See, Rebecca, you should have came. You could have run the Instagram. Which I do have to give a shout out to my girlfriend Rebecca for making the flyers and doing a lot of stuff. I don't know Instagram too well. I've been trying to be on it a lot more. I've kind of leaned away from that. I don't really go on Facebook that much. I kind of go on there and just like share stuff. I guess all my stuff is car related or some stuff, but I'm not really on Facebook too much. I'm more on just running the MD Drift page, so I'll go through there and chit chat a little bit. So if anybody's talked to me on Instagram as far as messages and stuff, that's me. These guys handle the Facebook and the Facebook Messenger, so we try to split up our duties a little bit.
And Christy too. Yep.
Never give up.
Okay, so
her around.
No. I don't have any makeup on.
So Hugo asked something about oil changes. I think you must have misheard us. Trevor is correct. Trevor Nycombe said something about at changes. Or I don't know, Hugo might have been making a joke, but it was a while ago, so I don't remember what the joke would have been.
Hey, you guys were talking about tires, I think. So.
Okay.
And the back there doing no child.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Lyron Miller, what was that LED company? So if you go to mddrift.com, I also hope I'm pronouncing your first name right. That's the first time I've seen that. Lyron, I don't know. Anyway, let me know if I pronounced it wrong or right.
When you see him at the event,
just
shoe up the booty.
So go to mddrift.com and click on the driver support programs, and under that is where you'll see the company. I think I put a link to the page and the discount code. I believe it's autoledtech.com. Awesome stuff. Yeah.
Sure
it looks like most of our media guys said they work for food, so you should talk to them about what their preferences are. I see Brian says cheeseburgers.
That also tells you how good our food trucks are.
Brian from Fennec said cheeseburgers. Josh Carpenter from Shifting Gears Media said tacos. So we got a couple of different ones. Oh, John Brooks. I forgot to mention this. John Brooks came out to our last event.
He did. He had I think he had like raw footage. He did. I think it was like 52 or 54 minutes. So if you were at Rockingham before, check out John Brooks. I think that 80s dude.
Yeah, that 80s dude. Yeah.
He's got a whole thing up there, you know, so it's got the raw footage on it.
And he's got one edited video.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. He did some really great video for us, or for our drivers. You know, he didn't get a media pack for the first one, but we got a media pack for this one. So yeah, we're excited to have him out there. You'll recognize him. I guess the last time I saw him, he had long purple hair. So as long as it's still purple, you'll know who he is.
About ride-alongs, what's the stance on that? Because it's on Insta and Facebook.
Ride-alongs? Okay. So ride-alongs, would ask him what the stance is on it. Like,
well, are they allowed?
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
ride-alongs are 100% allowed.
Mhm.
The only stipulation with the insurance purposes are that you have to be 18 to
Plus
get a
to
ride
be
along.
on
Yeah.
track and all.
In Myrtle Beach Speedway, it didn't matter. I gave 4 and 5-year-old kids ride-alongs.
And obviously, you need a
yeah,
helmet.
Yeah, you need. So for ride-alongs, you need a helmet, and you have to be 18 or older. That's it, pretty much. Anybody can do ride-alongs. There's no stipulations on which drivers can do ride-alongs. Any driver can do ride-alongs.
Yeah, and that's just, you know, I wish that, you know, we could let younger people do ride-alongs and stuff like that, because it's cool, you know, if you have like a younger brother or cousin or something like that, but just per insurance purposes and, you know, the insurance that we go through, unfortunately, it's
We're
it has
still
to be 18 and older, but
we want
you know, it may change in the future depending, you know, what goes on. We got a lot of things to work out, and you know, this is after 15 years, this is our first year at a new facility, so you know, we're gonna make sure that we're doing everything right and, you know, following the rules and stuff like that.
Keeping everybody safe too.
We've been trying to see about a different insurance. See, you know, one, if we can save some money in insurance, well, then we can put more money towards paving. But two, we want to be able to open up our drivers and spectators to be able to have a wider, you know, age range. So because I know we have one younger driver that we're super excited for him to come out because he just got this Viata. We're really excited for it. But, you know, we're having some issues with our insurance. We'll get him on track. So we're working that out. Okay, continuing on questions and suggestions. Mike House had set up a mini grid life event.
Yeah.
Been our plan since before day one.
Yeah, mini grid life.
Yeah, that's something that I am very happy and want to do. So keep an eye out. It may be Halloween Havoc. You never know.
Yeah. Cameron King, drone race ? We have some regulations as far as drones. So a drone race, not possible right now. However, you know, it's something we can take a look at and see if we can figure out, because
as far as doing like an actual
do an actual like drone
not
race
on a drift day, maybe it could be some
and if you're
or
interested in doing like drone race, hit up MB Quads. They do drone racing, and
but it would be cool to have a drone race at that facility.
So if you talk to MB Quads, maybe you guys can set up something and have a have a drone
racing specific event.
Yeah, we might be like, you know, we could figure something out. That'd be really cool. I mean, on some of our bigger events, the Matsuri events, if we could set aside an area to do the drone race at, man, that'd be pretty freaking sweet.
Yeah, because even at the Matsuri, one thing that I was gonna do with some guys out of Charlotte, the Carolina RC drift guys, they're gonna do so. Probably, you know, we're gonna look into it. I'm planning on. I want to have some RC drift cars out there. So that'd be cool too, man. You know, make like a
mini show.
Yeah, like a mini rock track and slide around or whatever, you know. So I'm gonna look at that this weekend at our event and kind of plan out some areas and see where we can get them at as well.
Lee asked about power in the garages. Yes, there is power in the garages, and it's fantastic.
And the bathrooms are working now too.
Yes. Well, so last event at Driftmas, we had to get porta potties last minute because there's still some issues with water and everything in the bathrooms, but they're fixed now. The track tolls, they're working, so we got bathrooms.
That's awesome.
John Brooks asked, did you say no running groups, so track hot all day, no breaks? Yes, that is the plan. However, we also know that we've got media guys on track that are going to want to move positions. We're supposed to have a couple of extra media boxes set up. That's one of the things we asked the track to do. So we'll see how many they got set up, because things were crowded at the last event, and we changed a few of our media things so that way to spread out media guys. But we want you guys to also shoot from several different areas. We want you to shoot from trackside, in the middle of the track, in the pits. And so if you're on track and you need to switch positions or something, we're planning on having a volunteer or one of our head media guys. Might have Brian and Mike out there with radios. So I can say, hey, we need media guys that want to go back to pits or want to move positions. And what we'll do is we'll shut the track down for a minute so people can move.
Sorry.
Yeah,
that'll in the background.
Pretty much with that, just media placement and then track changes.
So there
and
may
then,
be a few pauses, but it won't be very long.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not like our lunch break or nothing like that. It'll be, just kind of get the drivers, again, if any of the drivers have feedback and, want to change course or whatever, and then we'll have a pause to open up full course, and then obviously a pause between short course and long course.
So those without cages will be limited for a time when we do full course cage only.
And that'll be a good time to chill out, change tires, relax.
Maybe grab some food.
Yeah. Lee Burns, advice for new drivers with the narrower pavement. That is a great question. So honestly, do a couple of laps where you're not going like wide out, feel it out, feel how fast your car can go, feel out what kind of understeer you get or what kind of feedback you get from the front. Take your time. We got tons of time throughout the day to get things down. You don't have to go wide out first thing. Right, so feel it out, figure out kind of the speed that you can carry, and then continue developing. You also don't.
And if you go off course a little bit, it's not a huge deal, but we do want to limit that as much as possible.
It's kind of like what I used to do getting in the driving. Basically, what I would do is I would drive the course, one or two times to kind of get my, I drive it the first time to see what's up. The second one, I would try to pick a line and envision in my head, kicking it sideways.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I would go out next time, I would basically like autocross the course, but let the rear end just wash out just a hair.
Yeah.
And then after that, you can kind of judge your speed. And then each time you go, just kick it out a little more and more and more.
Yep.
And then right there, you're already figuring out your speed factor.
You also don't need to worry about linking the track, first get go.
Yeah.
Just kick it here and there and then start to build on that and put it slowly together.
Yeah. Just pick one section again, just using myself for reference, you pick one point. Okay, I'm going to link this one spot. Yeah. Then I've linked this spot. Now I'm going to work on the second place. So it's kind of just, for new drivers, you want to break it up into sectional goals. Just work on getting this down. If you get the first turn down and you totally spin out the last time, then okay, just know in your head, dude, I got this first portion down. Now I need to work on the second portion.
Yeah.
And then you just got to work into that in between of linking it. So, you may need to throw a bungee in there, or you may need to clutch kick, or
ourselves and other drivers are always good references too. If you need a little bit of advice, you're struggling on this or that, just ask us. We'll be glad to help. And your fellow drivers are some of your biggest champions and cheerleaders as well. That'll help you try to figure it out.
Yeah. If you still need it, if you're having a hard time figuring it out, come, talk to the drivers, come talk to us. Zach, Marshall, and I have driven enough that, we've got the course pretty well figured out, and I've done it a lot on the simulator. So we're going to go into some more detail about line, where to throw the car sideways, some actual actual things to keep an eye on the track during our drivers meeting. Like I said, we're going to have the map drawn out on a whiteboard so we can go over some of those more specific details then. So the big thing is,
there's going to be a map in all the driver packs too.
Yeah. So don't feel rushed that you have to go out there and link the whole track and come out, it's okay to take it easy. That's what we'd rather you do. So that way you can learn faster.
And we hope everybody uses both of the entryways too. The larger one is obviously a bit faster and more fun, but the smaller one is pretty darn fun too.
Yeah, it's tight and technical. So, you can get two different aspects of it. That's something I was talking to Shaky yesterday about, there's, if you take somebody that drove somewhere like Myrtle Beach Speedway, that's super, tight, technical and small, and then the first time you go to Rockingham Speedway, you're going to be like, holy crap, this is wild. I can't link it. But then if you have somebody that's only driven on huge tracks and they go to try to do something tight and technical, they're going to be like, whoa, I don't know how to do this. Yeah, you get into, it's all it's just by feel and stuff like that. So, take both paths and, just kind of set a goal for yourself. It's the little innards, as Devin calls them, the jiggy jiggies.
The jiggy jiggy, the little jiggy jiggy back.
I think we have a question on
yes. Are there going to be separate run groups as far as skill level?
No separate run groups. We're going to run everybody at the same time, but there's going to be a start line.
And you'll run by yourself unless you're comfortable running with someone else on track at a time.
Yeah, exactly. We're not going to send several people on track who are not comfortable tandeming. So, we'll make sure that way. That's kind of our start line. Our grid person is they're going to confirm how many people are in tandem. If you're in the back during a tandem or a train or whatever, it is your responsibility to let the person in front of you know that you're there. Before you even take off from the line, they should know that you're following them, because we don't want any we don't want any collisions, right?
We'll cover all that in the driver's meeting.
Yeah, and as far as run groups of skill level, I mean, realistically, the only thing that we will have a run group for the skill level is when we do run the full course.
Yeah.
To where we have you coming off the oval back.
That requires a cage anyway, and you're probably not entry level at that point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Is 18 the minimum for driving as well?
16 is the
basically the cutoff.
16 and 17 is pretty much the cutoff. The 16 and 17 you have to have a waiver signed by a parent or guardian
in advance.
Yeah. For anything other than 16, unfortunately, with the way our insurance, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but just with the way our insurance works right now, it's not very feasible. There's a huge application process for it, and apparently there's only like 2 or 3 drivers in the country that are under 16 that are approved. So
unless you've got an extraordinary resume, it's not likely that under 16 would be.
Yeah,
but if you do have a resume, if you got racing experience and you got a resume and you want to come drive and you're under 16, shoot us a message and we'll see if we can get it figured out.
Try to work it out.
We would love to be able to get it figured out. And like we said earlier, we're working on possibly some different insurance for the future, because we got a couple of drivers that we know, or a couple of guys that want to come drive. They're under 15.
Nothing against nothing. It's just we gotta figure out different formats of getting people on track and making sure that
making sure we're in compliance with our insurance too.
Yeah, if my nephew came, I would definitely want to give him a ride on the track.
One more question. So you must have a cage for the big track.
That's for the
coming off the oval, first 2 turns.
So we didn't put that in the map or in the icebreaker event. It's something we kind of figured out tonight, because we've got Pat Goodney wants to come out, and we've got a couple other guys that have a ton of experience that will probably want to run that. Where that's the only requirement, is that starting on the apron of the oval, coming in, hitting the first 2 corners, bombing down the front straight, hitting the sweeper. Otherwise, no cages required. You'll just start from the start line right there by the pits. And that's it. And we'll do a short course. We got short course, extended course, full course. Full course is cages. That's one starting the apron of the oval. The short course, the extended course, no cage required.
Yeah. And the reason you have to have a cage for when you're coming off the apron is because I think I think Jonathan Nairn came blasting by there about 75 or 80. You're sideways, and you could easily get tangled up.
Especially after those first 2 turns, if you're going to Monty down that straight, you have to have a high level of confidence and skill to be able to do that.
We had a couple of really close calls coming down that with the concrete barrier.
Even with experienced people.
Yeah, and that's the reason for that, because if you're blasting down that straight and you don't have a cage and something happens, there are barriers on the inside that are blocking some power boxes and other things. If something happens and you hit one of those and you don't have a cage, man, that could be really bad. Laptop is dying.
Time to wrap this up.
Any other questions in there? Did you see any more on Instagram, Christy?
Did it tell you it's over?
No, it says the battery's about to die.
Well, like I mentioned, if anybody's seen our live streams, we definitely talked for a long time. Yeah, we rambled on for a long time. But I think it's nutritional information. It's not like we're talking this and that. It's very nutritional, and we like to have a good time. So why not? This is our Tuesday night.
All right. Anything else? Are we good? We still got nothing on YouTube.
Yeah.
Helmet requirements.
Helmet requirements. Oh, okay. So helmet requirements. We recommend SA certified helmets. Those are the actual automotive racing helmets. They're more fire retardant. I think they have a slightly different crash test rating.
Yes, they do.
That's going to be that's what we recommend, and we're going to require that in the future. If you don't have one, if yours is just an M certified Snell
or even
helmet,
DOT or something like that, A helmet's a helmet, but we want to make sure that everybody is safe.
Yeah, as long as the Snell DOT certified helmet for this event, we're okay. It doesn't have to be SA. It can be M. Don't go bringing a softball helmet.
Yeah, your ProTech bicycle helmet or dirt bike helmet.
Yeah, it has to be.
SA preferred, but otherwise, if it's not approved motorcycle helmet, something like that, that's fine.
Yeah, it's
we do recommend it down the road to upgrade them.
Yes, exactly. And you can use the Bridgemoto coupon or discount code, the coupon code, to get a sweet helmet at a discounted price.
Right. Thank you all for tuning in.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Appreciate all the likes and shares that all of you've done. We certainly do appreciate it. Helping us get the word out and get these events built up and put down some new pavement, and so we can even shred even more in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys think of anything, feel free to message us.
Yeah, we'll still look
here.
through the comments and
We do
answer any other questions.
Yeah, we do have to sleep though, so we might. But yeah, message us at any time.
We'll get back to you. But
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you all on Saturday.
Yep, Saturday, February 20th at Rockingham Motor Speedway.
Yeah.